Greg Davis of Tri-City Lawyers, I want to thank you for sitting down with me today. I have a couple questions that home buyers keep asking. The number one question is, what should the home buyer bring to the closing? The most important thing that you should bring is your photo ID. That would be your state issued photo ID, or your passport would work as well. That's because you're going to be signing and notarizing several documents, and you're going to need to make sure that the closing attorney or agent verifies that information. Any other documents you can think of? Definitely another item you want to check with the closing attorney before closing is whether or not you're going to be required to pay any money at the closing table. And those dollars should be brought to the closing table in the form of a cashier's check. How long is the home closing process? Approximately, how long is it going to take? A typical closing is going to last approximately an hour. I mean, there's a little back and forth, just getting to know each other if the closing attorney and, let's say, the buyers don't know each other, and then going through the documents. In some cases, the closing package could be 70 pages. In some cases, it could be 124 pages. And to make sure that the buyer has a thorough understanding of the documents that they're signing, it might take approximately an hour. You don't really want to rush through that process. What happens after the closing takes place? What happens next? The closing attorney is going to take that big package of documents. They're going to review them, make sure everything's accurate, signed and dated properly and notarized. And they're going to send all those documents back to the lender. The lender's going to go over those documents as well, make sure everything is signed and dated properly. And once that's done, they're going to give what's known as funding authorization. And that means that the bank can release funds and everybody gets paid. And ultimately, the deed, and if there's a deed of trust, will both be recorded in the correct county where the home is located. And at that point, the buyer owns their home. Greg, I want to say thank you for your time. If anybody has any questions, they can always reach me at greg@tricitylawyers.pro. That's greg@tricitylawyers.pro. And as I always like to say, everyone has an estate, but not everyone has a plan. I'll see you guys next time.